Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Why is Jonathan on here as speaker? Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Somebody give me a sound check. You guys are hearing me? Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Hang on. Okay. Share screen. All right, let me see what else is going on over here. I had this is a new computer, so I totally forgot to download Zoom, so I had to re-download Zoom. Okay, so let me see if I see you guys. I need to chat. Yeah, I don't know why you're speaking, Jonathan, but it doesn't matter. You guys are seeing my screen now, right? Everybody's good. Okay, awesome. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me just launch the CFDs. I got a lot of interesting thoughts I wanted to share with you today. Okay, here's the CFDs. So, a little quiet before the market opens up. There's what did I just do? Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to close this up here. Okay. NASDAQ. Boom, NAS. Let's get all our charts in order. German, Euro, Euro Yen. I have really interesting things to show you guys here, so just hang tight with me. And we got Caddy. What's going on with Caddy here? It's very tight. Huh. That's a 5-minute chart. Let's go to the 1-minute charts. Since we're going to be on short-term time frame, let's trade this to 5-minute charts here. Okay. All right. Look at all the possible breakouts on Caddy today. Really nice. And here is cable to the downside. Okay, this is interesting. So let's look at this for a second. Okay, so a possible fail, second order fail over here on this particular candle. The low on this is going to be basically 03. So we can set this at it's 028. I have a great idea, by the way, guys, which Doug and I are going to be working on. No, we are in Zoom. How many times do I have to, I'm posting literally, we're in fucking Zoom. How can you not see this? Go to Zoom. Okay, sorry. Is it not obvious that I literally posted this in Zoom like 5 times today? Okay, sorry guys. Okay, all right. Anyways, so some thoughts here. A market obviously much quieter today than it was yesterday. We are kind of feeling the ranges for the time being. We'll see how the market opens up. But none of that really is going to matter because I'm going to show you something very cool with this process that is effectively going to double our opportunities in how we trade them. And then I'm going to show you like a sort of a hedging way to minimize our losing trades by essentially trading either two accounts if you're in futures, or trading. I think most you're allowed to have like a buy and a sell. Like, I'm actually curious. Let's just test this out. For example, let's just do this on dollar Canada. I'm just curious. Wonder if I can do this. So I'm going to buy dollar Canada. I'm going to sell dollar Canada. Let me see. I don't think I can do this now, so I have to go in like this. The applet won't let me do this. Let me see if I can sell dollar Canada. Oh yeah, right. So I can buy and sell both on the CFD. So if you have a CFD platform, you can be both sides, which is kind of cool. Can't do that in the US because of hedging rules. So so you have to do it with two accounts. But anyways, here's what I wanted to show you. So first of all, let's take a look at where we are in cable. We try to test this break of the lows. Ain't happening right now. Let's see. Cable obviously a little bit heavy because they're still putzing around with the fish issue, and the Europeans are not letting them, are pressing them harder on the fish issue. So we'll see if that works. Still, when you're looking at cable, it still looks to be more of a buy than it is a sell. But we can take advantage of the short-term dips if we get them as they go through here. So we'll see if this, we've got 8-9 seconds on this close. If it breaks the 3 level, it hasn't quite broken it, right? It needs to break it on out. And now it broke it. Why did it not take me in the trade? Because it's probably just closed. Yeah, look at that, closed 303. I needed just a third of a pip. I missed the trade by a third of a pip. Okay, that's fine. We'll let that play out. If it triggers us on this candle, we'll let that play out also. Anyways, here's what I wanted to kind of show you that I think is really, really cool, right? Let me find good examples of this. Oh man, the CFDs are totally different than futures. This is annoying. Okay, let me see if I can find a good example of this. I can't find any of this in the CFDs. Oh, got nothing here. All right, let me. I don't want to scroll back because it's gonna be annoying. Let's just see if I can show this to you on the futures side. Oh, what do we do? Okay, the cable took us into the sell. So let's see if that trade works. Let's take a look at the futures. For futures, for some reason, I have a lot more signals. And obviously because you have different prices. Okay, but here's my my thought pattern. So basically, what we do is we buy highs in an uptrend, sell lows in a downtrend, right? We're basically the essence of our trade is a continuation breakout in trend, right? That's really when we work best. Now we have a couple of turn components, but those are secondary. Like really, the bread and butter of the session trade is you got to be in trend, or you got to start showing trend in the marketplace, and then fresh lows or fresh highs. Now whether they be done off of what we call failure, which is the reversal candle, or in this case, this is where it gets interesting, possibly the continuation candle, right? Now the critical thing to doubling our opportunities is trading sessions with continuation candles in the exact same way that we traded with reversal candles, meaning that we only enter on the hold of the break of the lows, right? The hold of the break of the lows, right? And let me get bigger here because I did a lot of experimental trades here, so it's not fully I need to show you the actually really true trades. And actually, should I wonder if I should. Would it be easier if everybody looked at Trading View, because Trading View is kind of neutral, right? So Trading View is going to just give us a clean, neutral look of what I want to show you. All right, bear with me a second here, guys. I'm going to show it to you on NASDAQ, but we can look at any chart, including, by the way, really ton of opportunities on the FX charts. But sorry, just give me a second. I just wanted to, load all of this up. Let's go to single view. Okay. All right. So let's just look at this in its pure pristine form. Blue, tiny, but definitely under the black. It's negative trend. We're in negative trend, right? We have a sell signal. What we're looking for is the exact same structural composition as we do with buying the highs, buying the reversals. We want to sell the close. So the low of this close, we actually sell this candle over here. So that's 46. We're trading with, it actually just barely, I actually just barely survived it in this particular case. It's a really big retrace here. I sell the 46.50, stop at 56.50 with a 5-point target, and it eventually takes me into the trade, to the downside. You can see this on the upside just as well. The opening trade, we have positive trend. The high of the buy over here is actually what happens in this case is, regardless of whether you took the buy or you took the break of the sell, this was actually, you see, I took this trade. There's a beautiful trade straight up to the upside, right? Took you straight up to the upside. But the point being is that quite a lot of times we don't have, does the market, oh no, it's only 9:15. I just want to see what's going on. Quite a lot of times we don't necessarily have the sell signals until they're very late in the cycle. Here's a good example. So we have an opening cycle from 6 o'clock in the morning. We can start to look at possible trades in NASDAQ, because that's when New York really comes on board and flows start moving into the trade, right? Pretty much most of the days. So we have a crossover here, positive trend. Here's the buy candle, right? I actually bought this one too. Now, I bought this one over here. It did cause me a little bit of, heartache. When I bought 29s, and it went down 24. It's still only five against me. But then boom, right over here. And I made the trade. Conversely, by the time you got to the sell trade early in the morning and you bought this breakout, it was already too late. The critical insight that I have is you want to buy the first breakout in trend as your highest probability trade. The first breakout in trend, this highest probability trade, regardless of whether the candle is a buy or a sell, as long as you can, whatever is the first candle, as long as you can break those highs or break those lows on a continuation basis, right? Very often, the reverse trade will trigger, right? Very often, the failure, you basically get extension, then failure, then second extension. But sometimes you just get extension. And all those extensions are the juiciest profit, the easiest profit to make. The single most important essence of this setup is the first breakout in trend. As long as you are there early, you have the greatest probability of success. So you look over here, you have the breakout here to the upside, boom, you take it, quick 5 points. Here you have a negative trend. You actually have a buy fail, sell fail. Now, what's interesting here, by the way, and this is where you get a little bit of an edge. So the buy lows, actually, no, I take it back. They both would have triggered on this candle. I thought the buy lows were a little bit too steeper. But see the sell lows were a little bit higher. So you basically put your entry levels at whatever is the best price, the easiest price to get into. In this case, the sell, which is the latest signal, gave you the shortest entry. You would have come in here plus 5 points, boom. And notice, by the way, how in this pre-market session, very few times do you get continuity trades, afterwards. But here's a cool thing, by the way, that's the other aspect of this particular trade. So let's imagine you say, okay, now I'm going to downtrend. I'm going to push this downtrend. Like yesterday, there was this incredible continuity trade, right? How would you have set up a continuity trade in this trade? You would have said, well, I have a second sell signal. I'm going to sell the lows. Look what happens. Lows never get breached. You never get triggered into a false trade. So you make money here. You make money here. If you were then trading the reversal and you said, oh, the the sell got completely reversed. I'm going to buy the sell. You would have had, which I did, by the way. You would have had great reversal trades all the way to the upside, right? So the very, very cool thing about this, first of all, is you focus on the first trade of the trend of the trend, and on a 1 minute basis, you're going to get these slices. Sometimes as soon as 20-minute slices, but the longest they go for is about an hour before you get a change of trend. So within a 2-3 hour period, you certainly have 4 or 5 possible trend structure entries into which you can come in, right? But the second thing that you kind of want to look at is, as I said, you're always looking at price structure from both points of view. You have a view. If the market rejects that view, if it doesn't continue the direction you have it, does it give you opportunity in the opposite direction? And if it stays logical to our structure, which means here it breaks out takes out the highs of the sell candle, the reversal move, we certainly want to take advantage of that. So that brings me to why I want to when I'm trading futures. Where's my second futures? Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry. Here's my futures. Here's my two. Sorry. So I have my two futures. I have to be on both sides. Since I can't be on both sides in the U.S., I have to have 2 accounts. That's it. And I made them tiny little accounts just to see if I can gun them. But if you're trading CFDs, you're fine. Both ways. What did we do on the? Looks like cable TP'd, right? I don't even know what happened. Did we? Yeah, it looks like it certainly TP'd. Of course, I wasn't even looking, but it TP'd, definitely TP'd over here. Yes. So so that was good. So that's 5 points to the open on trades. So let me kind of just stop here and make sure everybody understands what I'm talking about. Is it clear? We're staying very, very truthful, very faithful to our structure. It's just that we are now opening our eyes to the possibility of using continuity candles as possible trade opportunities. Does everybody understand this? Okay. So again, the single most important takeaway from the strategy is the first cut is the deepest. The first trade is the best, right? Whether it be a failure trade or what should we call a confirmation trade? I think that's the right antithesis, right, or antonym. So we have a failure trade or a confirmation trade. Regardless of which trade we have, that first trade is the purest chance of success for us. And then however we have continuity, that becomes actually, frankly, a lot more problematic, and a lot of it depends on your view of where the market is at, how confident you are in just continuity of trend or stuff like that. And frankly, if you don't have any strong views, you just simply take the first ones and you let the probabilities lie on your side. In this case, for example, the probabilities were just actually super great on a whole range of failure trades that moved up into the marketplace, right? But here's what I want to show you. So this is a 1 minute chart. This is a 1 minute chart. Let's take a look at the euro. Oh man. So first of all, euro has beautiful upside trend. So here's first positive slice, break to the upside, plus 5 points, super easy, right? Then we go negative slice. Now this candle is not negative. It's not underneath the trend. You see the candle forms before the trend turns negative. Then the trend turns positive, and this candle is positive. And we can take this candle to the upside. It's becomes 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in these cases. It's basically half a bit early. But imagine if this wasn't here. Imagine if this signal wasn't here. You would have missed this whole opportunity to the upside if you didn't take this confirmation candle. What this allows you to do is find you lots and lots of. Although in this case, Jesus, I had like so many I don't know why. I think it has to do with the broker because the Oanda broker had so many great looking confirmation candles. So much of this stuff is very broker dependent, which is all the more reason why you kind of want to use both signals to give yourself the better opportunities. So here we are. So here's we break to the upside. Failed candle gets taken out. Boom, super easy trade, right? Do you want to take the second one? You see how the second one already becomes a lot more problematic. You see how let's say if the probability in the first one is 85%, the probability in the second one drops to like 65%. What is the price at 1 pip at futures FX? I'm sorry. First of all, FX, you can trade FX futures, but they're really illiquid, so they're horrible. Secondly, FX futures are all priced in dollars, so it really gets annoying. Like, for example, yen is priced in dollars, so it trades like 95 to $1. You're trading like a third of a yen. Futures products are just horrific. They're just, they're really, really badly done on a face. Yeah, so Boris actually makes a great point. So Boris is saying, so this is a little bit there, the thought pattern. No, the first trade in trend as defined by moving average crossover, right? Moving average crossover. So Boris is challenging me correctly, saying, before we were looking for clean, clear definition of trend, we were looking for failure and then continuation. And I think if you're trading failure only, so failure signals only, that's probably a good idea. But as you can see, even so to me, the earlier the better. Honestly, the earlier the better. And this brings me to the question of what happens if I'm wrong. What happens if I'm wrong, right? It's actually you lead me to a great question because yes, you always trading is always a tension between being early and being certain, right? And since the more certain you are, the later it is. The more certain you are, the less chance of success you have, right? Because the possibility of continuity has already been done, right? The less certain you are, the more risk you have, but the better chance you have, right? So there is a interesting hedge solution that I was thinking about that I want to show you. Let me see. Ricky's got a question, so I'm just waiting for Ricky to type it up. See what he's got before I get into it. Doesn't matter. So Ricky, my point is immaterial, or in plain English, doesn't matter. Does not matter. The first arrow is best. That's the simplest way I can put it. Does that make sense? First arrow is best. Okay, that's your best bet, right? Oh, guys, hey, Jess, Himu, everybody, don't chat me in Zoom. I mean, I see your chats, but don't chat me in Zoom. All conversation. It doesn't matter. Don't be afraid. Post it publicly, okay? Your private questions is what somebody else is thinking privately anyways. There's nothing that you're going to ask me that nobody else doesn't want an answer to. So please type all your questions here for everybody to see, and then we can share. That's the reason we do it, because it's a learning opportunity, not just for you, but for everybody else in the room. Okay, so Jess, feel free to ask me. The indicator, Jess is asking me, what is the indicator that you use? The indicator that we're using is the indicator which I actually have is the indicator that's available to everybody in TradingView, called Sessions Trader Indicator. If you haven't gotten it, then feel free. Wow, look at NAS. NAS is getting hammered now. Now we have like a really serious negative trend here, right? Okay, look at NAS. Wow, getting killed. So so much money to the downside. So that particular indicator, what you do is you have the you have the indicator. You basically have the whole look and feel of this thing given to you when you ask me to enable it for you on TradingView. But we also have that indicator on MT4, MT5. By the way, those of you guys who are asking for MT5, we're going to finish the MT5 today. Okay, so it will be ready today, and it'll be ready to go. See, like I'm looking. This is? I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Hang on a second. Let me just look at the euro. Why I'm seeing so many sell arrows? Motherfucker, what's going on here? M1. Oh, maybe this is a wrong indicator. Do I have the wrong indicator on here? Hold on a second. No. Wow. Jesus, that's such a difference in wow, such a difference in pricing. Holy cow. Wow, this is like, okay, let me just show you. This is just something really to appreciate about, unfortunately, the business that we're in. Let me just hang on a second. Let me see if I can pull up the, it's on my other screen. All right, I'll see. We'll give it a second. I wanted to just show you how different the candles look on sorry, just one sec, guys. They don't look different on this one. Maybe this is a new reversal pure. I see. Wow. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. I have a new reversal pure. Hang on a sec. You know what, guys? Do you mind? I'm gonna lay down. I want to lay down the new reversal pure onto this thing because it's really giving me very different candles than the ones I had before. So let me see if I can just do this. Bear with me because I'm seeing so many more changes on the euro dollar than I did before. Where's my down? Okay, so hang on a second. Just bear with me a second. We got. Oh, market is open. So you know what? I'll do this a little bit later. Let's look at the market. Sorry. Let me let's look and see if we got trades here. Okay, NAS is down. That was down. I mean, everything is in deep sell-off. Oh, and so the other thing I was going to say to you is the same process for how we want to trade the reversal can be used this way. So let's say we have a buy arrow, right? We have a buy arrow here in the euro, and we're gonna lay down this trade just to show you the principle. And we've had a long deep sell-off in the euro, right? So there's potential here for a reversal. But as usual, the potential for the reversal only exists if get over here. If we break the highs. So we're going to put a buy here at around 27 over the high of this blue candle, this buy candle. So if we close through 26.4, it's going to trigger a trade to the long side, a reversal trade here. And this is the beauty of just kind of using, I was telling you about using the break of the 26 SMA, and while that's okay, that is an indicator base, so therefore it's a numerical based idea. It's dynamic, it changes all the time. Whereas this is a fixed step number, much less ambiguous, much more concrete and much more definitive. So if this breaks right now, like we got about, it's on a 1 minute chart, we got about 38 seconds here. So if this breaks to the upside, we're going to try and trade this as a turn trade, as a reversal trade the other way, because it's consistent with, again, the strategy of like, prove to me that this indeed is a turn in the market. Prove to me that it's a turn in the market by beating the candles. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? All right, in the meantime, I got to go find this. Open data folder. I got too many things. My computer is slowing down because I'm stressing it out with too many. MT4 is just the world's single biggest resource hog. Okay, indicators. I'm gonna try and kill my Oanda. Let me kill all this. No, that's not what I want. I want to kill this. Delete. Control V. Refresh. Compile. Okay, I'm gonna try and kill my Oanda because it's really stressing my system out. So it did not break. The market just did not have enough oomph here to take us out. Didn't put it, and that's what I mean about no false positives, right? No false positives on the move here. So where are we on the NDX? Nothing, down, nothing, German, nothing, Euro quiet, Euro yen. I don't even know why we're even looking at Euro yen. We should close that out. Should only be caddy, cable. Cable broke again, broke another, down move. So we had this move over here. It's breaking another move down here. It's very, very late. Now so the point is the easiest trades are over here. Like I said, the choicest, easiest trades are over here, right? Once you get to the third or the fourth reversal candle, the chance of some kind of bottoming out, really becomes much stronger. And my personal preference, and sometimes you can be completely wrong, like in a straight down market where it's just sell everything, you get every one of these signals works to the downside, right? It's just like boom, boom, boom. But after I have two winners in a trend, I really, 3 winners in a trend is the maximum I want to go for, right? And if I don't have that, then the much more intelligent thing to do is to start looking for a potential reversal trade. So you sort of set yourself up again for the same idea. You could say, okay, I'm going to put up see if I can use a reversal against this buy candle, which in this case would be like, I don't know, 77 maybe. No, not even 77, like more like 80. Okay, and if we recapture the highs of that, then we have a reasonable chance for for potential trade, right? Okay, finally this thing is finally traded. Okay, let me see if I can just do this. Let me see if I can delete this one, close. Let me see if I can attach this. So this is the brand new version of the Reversal Trader Pure. Okay, looks good. So this is what I wanted to do. On the euro, there was a tremendous amount of discrepancies. Let me see if there was any discrepancies here. Close. Reversal Trader Pure. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it was showing completely different numbers. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to we're going to let that float. The bottom line is, showing me signals. It's fine. Let's see what we're doing on the future side. Looks like we're just cratering here, right? Oh, no, we're not cratering. Okay, so here we go. So, okay, so this is where it gets super interesting, right? So by the way, this is, let's say, my buy account, and this is my sell account. This is my sell account, right? So obviously we're really ramping up here. I'm waiting for this thing. Got 25 seconds, 24 seconds. I'm gonna take this to the upside, and if I'm wrong, if it breaks the lows, if I'm wrong, if it breaks the lows, I'm gonna have this one take the sell side. Now, obviously, this needs to hold the highs, which, by the way, is problematic. What's the high on this thing? It's 04. Okay, it's good enough. It took the highs. So now I'm going to take 4. Let's see if we can just make 4 on this. Come on, there we go. Okay, so this is interesting because I just wanted to show you why you want to trade this way. You're not sure if this is a reversal or not, right? You're not sure if this is, we've had a big sell-off, so you have some confidence that maybe it's it's a reversal. But let's say you got long. Let's say I was completely wrong, right? What I would have done is I would have had a sell here at the lows of this thing, because the idea is it's either going to make a V-shaped return or it's going to break the bottom. Now, what's going to happen in this hedge scenario is I have three possibilities of scenario, right? I actually have 4 possibilities, but the fourth one is very, very remote. But so the 3 possibility scenario is I'm correct, and like right now I just made 4 points, 5 points, no problem, right? I'm incorrect on my long. Right? In which case the short makes 4 points. I lose 10 points on the long, and I'm only -6. I'm just -6 on the position, right? Or I get super lucky, and I get hit 4 on the long, so I make money on the long, and then I get hit on the short without tripping stops, because there's about a 2-point barrier to stops, and I've made 8 points on the move. So my choices are either trade plain, which is 4 win, 10 lose, trade hedge, which is either 6 lose, 8 win, right? Or 4 win because the hedge never kicks in, and you're to the right side. Now there is a fourth possibility, which is very rare, frankly, because which is where you get flush to the downside, and then it's a big reversal, like it trips your stop, big reversal, and goes to the upside. That's super rare. And to me, it's worth that kind of a double whip out risk to have, one, the confidence to enter trades that may be a little bit more problematic, but secondly, to essentially hedge your positions. And this isn't the perfect example of hedge. This is the kind of hedge where I would do is, like, as I said to you, in the early break, because sometimes the early break is a fake out. Like, in other words, sometimes this comes in, it sells and the whole market reverses to the downside, to the upside. So that's where I want the hedge, because the whole point is, if I'm wrong and I've lost only 6, I've done a good job of managing risk, right? You're going to have 8 to 9 opportunities a day, a potential here to make 30 to 40 points net. And if you're using the hedging mechanism, it just constantly, it minimizes the drawdowns on the losses. It just I think it's a really interesting. First of all, what it does is it removes the bias for being on one side or the other side. It allows you to be neutral as to which way. It allows you to be in like water, like Bruce Lee, be like water. It allows you to flow with the market, right? Instead of you trying to force the market to have your direction. Jess is asking me, what is the parameter for the indicator? So Jess, this is a proprietary indicator that we've developed, right? The parameters for it are, the actual parameters for the arrows are proprietary, but what we use it in conjunction with, with the moving averages. So we use the 12 EMA and the 26 EMA, which is just a MACD. This is MACD deconstructed. We don't use anything fancy. And the idea is, the moving averages tell us whether we're in trend or uptrend or downtrend. And the arrows tell us, depending on how we want to trade them, whether we want to trade with a trend in a continuity, or whether we want to take a reversal move towards, towards the reversal trend. Okay. The rules are, I'll go through the rules in more detail, a little bit later, but that's the basic essence of what we do. It's a combination of using indicators for trend, arrows, which are price-based, and a very, very disciplined programmatic price entry. Now, all these tools are available in Trader Tools, right? So Trader Tools. Why is this not working? Okay. Okay. You see, I just posted it in the thing. So the actual applet that executes the trades, along with the video of how to use it, the moving averages you can lay down yourself, and I think I'm going to as soon as I confirm with the programmer that the indicator is correct, I'll put up the indicator into the MT4, and then we'll have the MT5 indicator before the end of the day. So the indicator will also be in the tools. Okay. And so we do this just to let you understand, as everybody else who's new here, literally day in, day out, 4 or 5 times a day, right? We hit trades all the time. As you can see, we already hit 2 trades in a row. If we stick to our methodology, if we stick to our discipline, it is just a brutally efficient way of trading. That's what we do. Now, we do this on a 1-minute chart because we're day trading live conditions. But this setup can be used on a 1-month chart if you want. So one of the things that we're going to be working in 2021, which will be very exciting for everybody, is the ability to have like an incredibly interesting dashboard that's going to send us signals across really long time frames, across multiple instruments, so we can see what's setting up in our structure across a variety of instruments, and then we can trade those on a much longer term basis with much more interesting structures. So, we're basically proving the value of our setup on scalping, and then we're going to take it on a much longer time frames for a whole bunch of instruments. That's the game plan as we go forward, right? All right, Jonathan took 5. Very good. Anybody else? Connie, you take the NAS with me, or was that a little too fast? Not today. Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm dropping, I'm dropping a lot of interesting information for you. But I mean, yeah, that's fine. You should be, because you know the setup, and now it's going to open up your eyes to like a million different possibilities, right? The single most important thing, as I said, let the market confirm the arrows. If the market confirms the arrows, we're in a much stronger price structure. We're in a much stronger, higher probability position to be profitable in that trade, right? Look at this V shape. Look at this freaking V shape move. So for those of you guys who are trading futures, and everybody's trading with AMP, obviously. AMP will set you up a million accounts. It is expensive. Okay, look, there is no free lunch in anything we trade. So the second account they're gonna charge you $30 a month for CME fees. That's just the way it is. There's nothing I can do. I think actually, honestly, I'm actually wondering like why I need to pay. Like I think they have like a 5. I'm still gonna pay it, but like if you don't need level 2, if you're not looking at the ladder on the CME, like if you're not looking at where am I? Over here. If you're not looking at the ladder and you don't want to trade the ladder, just off trading view, they have like a $5 a month, like literally top of the book feed, which is probably the thing that I need to be doing. I think I may just simply lower it. To me, I consider all of this as just investment for. Excuse me. Oh God. Oh man. Yeah, Connie's saying it's a good idea to have two, even if you have CFDs, it's a good idea to have 2 accounts. I actually think that, to me, it's so much easier to have split screen. and I know this is the buy account, and I know this is the sell account, and then then I'm just really working both sides. I got to be working the buy here. By the way, look at this. We're getting a buy reversal set up over here that I kind of want to do. I may have already missed it. Yeah, so I don't want to chase it. Okay, so I'm not going to trade this. It's a big run up. It's fine. I can't now. The problem with this applet is I can't reset it to it's gonna just it's whatever. It's not gonna let me do this. Okay, forget it. So sorry guys, I missed this trade because I'm talking. So actually, what I was gonna say to you guys, good job, Jonathan, good job. You saw that move, you took it. Jonathan just took 5 out of it. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm talking and I'm. Here's what you need to do. This is very annoying. You have to set it up like it above. Right above, then you got to cancel it. Then it resets itself to 0, and now I can go market. So the other cool thing, this is purely executional that I think everybody's going to love. Talking to Dougie about this. So we now have the fun because we're going to take Daniel's indicator. We're going to take the prop indicator, the pure indicator, right? Reverse pure, and we're going to be able to literally like command the applet and say. Buy continuity off buy arrow, or buy continuity, put a buy continuity, or sell reversal, like basically. So this would be like a buy continuity because it's in trend, or buy in trend. Or no, sorry, what we're going to do is we're going to say buy in trend or buy against trend, right? So in this case, this is a buy against trend. This is a buy in trend. But what it's going to do is it's going to know the last arrow value. It's going to automatically populate that value. So you don't have to worry about you're just going to click a button, say buy in trend. It's going to automatically precisely populate that value. And then you're going to be able to press it, and you're going to be able to manage it if you want manually off of that. So never have to do any more typing. It's going to be exact. It's going to know exactly what it wants to do. And then more importantly, let's say the arrow changes. Let's say, for argument's sake, you know how it goes. Sometimes you have an arrow, it's sitting here in time, and then you have a second arrow that gives you a higher high, higher low, whatever. It will automatically adjust to the new arrow value, right? To the new arrow value, and work that way. That would be very cool. So we never, the whole point is you're never gonna have to populate a frigging thing in this miserable box, which is always so annoying, as you see, because it's gonna read the actual value. But the point is, even though it reads the actual value, you will have the ability to manually adjust it. Let's say you want to do maybe a 2 points above the high, or 2 points below the high, whatever it is, you're going to be able to manually move it, visually move it. But, if you say buy in trend, it's just going to go boom right here and automatically set it up for you. Just everything is going to be set up for you off the arrow. Should be very cool, right? So yeah, I mean, that's the beauty. This is we're moving towards like this whole move of what I call quasi-automated trading tools, which is really going to be the future of what we're going to do. Okay, so here we go. More fun and profit with NQ. So we're in NQ, positive trend, right? So this was the before trend was huge positive trend, up arrow, right? See the up arrow, building a base. By the way, this is where the applet really becomes very valuable, because if this thing closes on the highs, it's almost impossible to set it up. But let's just set this up on. See, this is okay. So let's see. So it closes on the highs. I'm going to put it off the highs over here. I got 23 seconds. So the idea here is it going to, am I going to be able to trade it on beating the high? Let me just, I have to, this should be 10, 4. Okay, cool. All right, so new candle, right? We got a new candle. No, sorry. Okay, new candle. This candle, if this candle closes through the highs, we're going to follow it. But it is kind of extended. It's obviously, but it's still it's in trend. So we'll give it a little bit of a chance here. It is very, very extended. So I have this could go full 10 points against us, and then still make money. That's one of the reasons why, by the way, if you're willing to give yourself a little more room on these trades, especially during market hours, this is a key thing, especially during market hours, you can trade it with 10, 20, and that will allow you sometimes more breathing space on the trades. So it looks like it's going to trigger. Let's see. It's going to trigger me. Let's see if I get continuity on this trade. I may not. I may not. I'm fully aware that I may not. But let's give it a shot. All right, close enough. I'll take 3.5 here. But good. Good. I'll take 3.5 here. More, because the continuity worked. And now, the single hardest thing to do. Walk the F away. Walk away. Stop trying to trade this trend slice. You already made your money on this trend twice, 3 times actually. You made it on the reversal, you made it on the breakout reversal, you made it on the continuity. Walk the fuck away. Wait for a new trend to build. This is the hardest thing for me to do. I know it's the hardest thing for everybody else to do, because all you want to do is chase more and more trades right now, because that's what we all want to do, right? But this is today we traded beautiful, perfect, disciplined structure, and I don't want to ruin it by chasing it. Does that make sense? Joni, what's going on? All right, let me see what's going on the CFD side. Anything happen? Where's Euro? No, Euro never broke out to the reverse side. Pound never broke out to the reverse side. No harm, no foul. None of those trades that we'd looked for the reverse side triggered. So beautiful. We made 5 points in the pound. Made like 15 points in NAS. It's a good day today. Good day. All right. Very, very good. So Cheryl, Joan, and Q4. Good job for you. Good job for you. So I'm telling you guys, as I was going to say, since most of us really don't need level 2, right? Like this is for the futures traders. For CFD traders, none of this matters to you, because you don't have to deal with any of this nonsense that we have to deal with in America. So set up 2 accounts and then downgrade yourself to like the cheapest CME fee, the what's called top of the book, which is like they're not going to give you level 2, and if you don't care, and then it becomes $5 a month instead of $30 a month. So instead of $300 a year, it's only $60 a year. It's just much cheaper, and maybe these days it's a little bit more, but whatever it is, it's definitely the cheaper version. And then run both sides. When you're running both sides, the long account, the short account, long account, short account, long account, short account. First of all, it really, really, really helps you from becoming biased, right? From being too liberal or too conservative, right? It really helps you because you're going to work both sides. When the signals show up, you're going to work one side or the other side. Sometimes you're actually going to be working both sides of the market. That will keep you from shorting into an uptrend or buying endlessly into a dip. Because you're not going to be committed to one side. Immediately the other side is going to offset it and just going to give you both psychic and financial relief from whatever idiot trade you're doing on the wrong side of it. Look at this move, by the way. Wow, holy cow, nice big move. So pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. It's also not the 2 things it's going to do is, remember, the greatest, the trinity of sins, right? From the Jew is going to tell you the trinity of sins of trading. The trinity of sins of trading is fighting the trend, averaging into a position, and then revenge trading in massive size. And this hopefully will absolve you of all the sins of doing that, by having 2 accounts. So hopefully you'll like that. Ricky, talk to me, my friend. So Jess, Himashu, you guys digging the trading? Are you guys enjoying it? Everybody who's new in the account in the room, the recommendation here is either trade super small, like 0.1, where you're trading for dime pips and you're practicing, or you trade it on a demo account. It's really, really important to to get the idea. We have the two entry tool in Trader Tools, Ricky. It's called 2x. It's right there. It's right there. And then when we have the new version of this tool, we'll just make it 2x as well. We'll make it 2x. But like the whole idea of just the tool being aware of the arrow levels is going to be super cool. It's going to be super, super cool. It's going to just make it, it moves us from an execution tool into a logic tool, which is into a trade logic tool, which is just so much better. And I think you guys will really like it. Oh, you have a tool for the two entry. So yeah, we have a 2x tool. That's right. Yeah, we have a 2x tool. All right, my friends, I got to run because I have a MacBook Genius bar appointment, and those guys are just really hardcore about you being on time. So I got to run, but hope you guys really enjoy this. This is I'm so happy with the progress that we're making. We're killing it. We're just really, there's not been a freaking session where we've had a bad session so far. Everybody's banking in the room as you're getting along. So I think the advice here, which is a really good one from Cheryl as well from everybody else, is that even if you're on CFD, not a bad idea to have a long account and a short account, and just run both sides of the equation this way. I'll let you know how the progress is going on the tool sets. Hopefully, I'll have the MT5s for both the EA, for those of you guys who are in the class, and the lifetimes who get the EAs, and then I'll have the indicator ready for everybody for free in the Trader Tools. All right, I'm talking too much, man. I'm dribbling over my own words. But anyways, everybody have a great time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see everybody tomorrow. We still got a couple more days. We're going to be hardcore about this. We're going to go into Thursday with this thing, even though it's going to be holiday season. Enjoy. Have fun with the candles. Have fun with the candles. Watch for the next crossover on the on the trend. And next year, I'm really, really, really interested. I still have to kind of figure out if we're going to do this, but I really definitely want to do 2 times a week. Maybe we'll do this like just Tuesday through Thursday, Tuesday through Thursday, because fucking Friday is horrible. Which will be great for everybody on the West Coast and everybody in Asia, because we'll do the New York close. We'll do the New York Open, New York close, Tuesday through Thursday on Zoom, which I think will be really awesome. So that'll be fun. All right, guys, everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'm glad everybody's banking today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.